Hi, Sarah Cox here, and I am so excited to be sharing some information with you today about LifeVantage, our opportunity, the products, and to share with you some information that's going to help you be confident in your decision to join us. If you're new to LifeVantage, welcome to the team. We are so excited to have you. Team True Blue is one of the most influential teams in the entire company of LifeVantage. Thanks to Brandon and Lynette Cunningham and their support in all of this. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity, for trusting me to share some information with the team. So we have an incredible lineup of distributors that are going to share some information with you today. Product testimony, business testimony, and some training tips, because you can absolutely have success with LifeVantage if you decide to. You have everything you need to be successful, and we're a team. We are doing this together. We will help you every step of the way. So I'm going to start and just share my story with you, because my story with LifeVantage actually began almost 8 years ago. I was 25 years old and I went to school for business and finance. I really didn't know what I wanted to do, and I ended up working in the oil and gas industry. I'm here in South Louisiana, so oil and gas is everything, and I don't really align with that industry at all. I'm super like save the planet, go green, all of that, and so nothing about what I was doing was of interest to me. But I graduated in 2008 when the economy wasn't so great and my options were really limited. So I found myself just sitting in a cubicle 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Great opportunity, great boss. Everything was good except I wasn't into what I was doing. And every day I literally felt like I should be doing something different with my life. I felt like I was here to do something better. I felt like I had a greater purpose than what I was doing, and I really didn't know what that was. And a friend of mine actually introduced me to LifeVantage. And when I saw the information, I was completely blown away by what I saw. Back then, we only had our flagship product, Protandem, the NRF2 activator that I'll be talking about in more detail later. That was all we had, and the anti-aging cream, step 4 of our skincare line. And when I saw this information, I knew that this science was on a whole nother level. And I knew that the impact this was going to have on the globe for people's health was going to be way bigger than I even knew. I just knew with every cell in my body that this was something that I wanted to be a part of. And then when I saw, when I saw the business opportunity attached to the whole thing, it was exactly what I wanted, because what I really wanted was freedom. And now that I've been involved for 8 years, a lot has happened. I get to build this business with my husband, and we have 2 baby girls under the age of 2, and we now get to live life on our terms. We get to be full-time parents together and part-time network marketers, and share this incredible information with the world. So this has been the most fun and rewarding way to make a living. I could not have imagined anything better to be a part of. And I'm excited to share this information with you because we're making a difference. We're making a difference with people's health, and we're making a difference with people's time and their finances and all the things that matter. And LifeVantage can truly be whatever you want it to be, whatever you need it to be. And for me, I wanted to be home with my family. I wanted to be able to travel the world, show them the world, live life to the fullest, and experience all that it had to offer. I did not want to spend my time working for someone else, building someone else's dream, and just really feel like I was wasting my days. What I was doing personally was not a fulfilling career, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to feel fulfilled in whatever it was that I decided to do with my life. So when I saw this, I saw opportunity to just do everything that I had ever dreamed of. Although at the same time, I had literally never dreamed of doing network marketing. I did not dream of speaking in front of people. I didn't dream of teaching people about anything. Like I was so full of fear and doubt and uncertainty whenever I joined LifeVantage. It was a whole emotional roller coaster whenever I came into this thing because I wanted it so bad. I was so excited about all the possibilities. I believed in the possibilities. I trusted the team. It was because of the team that I knew that this was something that I had to at least try. So we have a system, it's proven to work. And if you follow it, you'll have a lot of success. So for those reasons, I decided to say yes. And I felt just terrified at the same time. But I can promise you that the information we are going to share with you today is going to set you up for success. And remember, everything that you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. So if you're feeling a little uncomfortable with this whole process, it's okay. Chances are everyone who is involved and has been successful in this has felt the exact same way. It's just part of the process. If you didn't have the fear and the nerves, that's awesome. I'm sure there are people that did not, like Fred Graves, one of my biggest mentors in this whole thing. I don't think he has the fear and the nerves when it comes to this because he's straight business. He knows what he has his hands on and he's ready to go, right? And that's where we hope we can help you be. In this process of sharing this information with you, I want you to be 10 foot tall and bulletproof in your belief about the LifeVantage products and the opportunity. And now that I understand network marketing as a profession, I honestly believe that this is one of the best professions on the entire planet because you are paid to develop yourself, to become a better version of you. And the ripple effect of the impact that you get to have around the world is just unlike anything else. And when you match that with the scientific breakthrough products that we have our hands on, it's just such an incredible thing to be a part of. I am so grateful that my friend shared this with me, and I'm so grateful that I got out of my own way and I was able to put my fears aside and take advantage of this because my family will forever be blessed because of it, and thousands of other families have been impacted as a result of me saying yes to this and working through the fear. And the same thing can happen for you. And how rewarding is it going to feel to know that people get to have better quality time with their family, whether it's because they're feeling better or because they've created more time freedom and they don't have to leave their family so much to go to work. So network marketing is something to be a part of. LifeVantage is the #1 network marketing company to be a part of. I firmly believe that with every cell in my body. I just know that you are in the right place at the right time and you're with the right group of people that'll help you every step of the way. So let's jump into the information. I am going to start by playing a short video for you. So the video that I'm about to play for you actually aired on ABC Primetime News back in 2005. And this is really significant because LifeVantage did not call ABC News and ask them to do this. In most cases, ABC News, they go in and they find companies. If you're familiar, they will find companies and pretty much disprove them, show the world that they're a fraud. It's usually not good news when ABC News is knocking on your door. But they heard the claims that LifeVantage was making with this product Protandim, and what they were claiming to do was to reduce one of the main factors associated with disease, an average of 40% in 30 days. Now, pharmaceutical companies around the globe have been spending billions of dollars to try and reduce oxidative stress because they know it's at the core of almost every disease. So ABC News said there is no way you have a natural product that does this. So watch what they found, and I'll be back.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? It sounds too good to be true.
Free radicals are a natural result of your body's metabolic processes. Under normal circumstances, your body also produces antioxidants, which neutralize free radicals and limit the damage they can do to your cells. It's a bit like having a factory in your cells that produces enough antioxidants to keep the free radicals under control. But exposure to X-rays, ozone, cigarette smoke, inflammation, air pollution, industrial chemicals, and even exercise can overwhelm the body's natural responses to free radicals, allowing them to wreak havoc on your cells and your health. Over time, the damage to your cells and DNA turns off the power in the cell's factory, reducing our ability to create antioxidants and leaving us vulnerable to premature aging and health concerns. Fortunately, science has given us the ability to turn the power back on. One recent peer-reviewed study from Washington State University calls NRF2 activation one of the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthroughs in the history of medicine.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Now that is some pretty impressive information, wouldn't you say? When I saw that video, I was so ecstatic that something like this even existed. I don't know about you and your family history and what's down the line for you genetically, but my family history was terrible. My grandparents literally had almost every disease that you can name under the sun. One of them had it. It wasn't good. So when I saw this information, and did you see that they said that this is one of the most promising breakthroughs in the history of health? And there was a study done that showed that it increased the lifespan and it improves the quality of life. When I saw that information, I knew that this was something that I wanted to take for the rest of my life. I've seen my family members suffer. I don't want to live that kind of life. I want to be here to be able to enjoy the time with my kids and my family and my friends. I want to travel. I said it already. I want to see the world. There is so much I want to do with my life, and I want to feel good while I'm doing it. And because of our extensive product line that we now offer, you can literally biohack the different systems in your body and take complete control of your health to put yourself in the best state of health you possibly can. You are more in control than ever with your health these days. You don't have to leave it up to chance. These products are a system of products. They're nutrigenomics, which means that they are nutrition for your genes. When you support your genes the way they need to be supported, your good genes can be upregulated, the bad genes can be downregulated, and your whole body can be working in rhythm the way that it's supposed to. Your body knows how to heal itself. It knows what it needs to do. It just needs to be supported in the process. So we have come such a long way since I started 8 years ago, and I am so excited about all that we have to offer now. We have lots of products, lots of information, and lots of videos on these products to really educate you. And really, if you want to deep dive in any of them, you can certainly do that. But our main product line is the Vitality Stack. My husband and I take this every day, and I am just so grateful to have found a line of products that I can trust, that I know are good for my body, because there's so much out there where the marketing is really good, but what you're putting in your body or putting on your body is not safe. It's not effective, and it's actually doing more harm than good. With LifeVantage, our products are backed by science. We have patents on some of our products, and the technology is just on a whole nother level than anything else out there. So the Vitality Stack has a probiotic and omega, the Protandem NRF1 and NRF2. And what this is doing is biohacking those different systems in your body. The omegas is good for cognitive function, your brain health, your heart health, all things that are really important. Plus, it has vitamin D in it, so that makes it another level that other omegas don't have. They're naturally sourced. We know where they come from, and they're actually, if you bite into the omegas, which is fish oil, it doesn't taste bad. There's a lot of fish oils and omegas on the market that are rancid. If you taste anything fishy about a product that you've taken in the past, it is rancid. It is causing more oxidative stress in the body. It is not good for you. Our omegas are clean. Our probiotic is on a whole nother level. It has a patented BioTrack technology that allows it to make it through the digestive system into the gut where it needs to be. And it has Wellmune, ingredients that are great for supporting the immune system. And there's some science out there, and it's like 4% of the probiotics out there, only 4% of the probiotic actually makes it to the gut. Ours is 60% of the bacteria, the good bacteria, make it to the gut. And now we actually have a prebiotic to help feed the probiotic that you're taking. And then we have the NRF1, which increases mitochondrial production in the cell, which is the powerhouse of the cell. It is your energy source. If you have healthy mitochondria, you have healthy cells. When you have healthy cells, you have healthy organs. And when your organs are healthy, you feel good and you can live a vibrant life. And Protandim NRF2, you just saw what ABC News said about that product. Reducing oxidative stress on a cellular level is a very, very big deal. And I knew when I saw it, I had to take it. So for me, at 25 years old, I was healthy as far as I knew, and I wanted to stay that way. The sooner you get started on these products, the better. You want to try and stay in a state of health. It's better if you're trying to stay preventative and stay healthy versus trying to turn your health around. And I will say, we don't claim to cure, treat, or prevent any diseases. But personally, that was my reasoning for taking these products. And I've had an incredible experience. And I'll tell you, my family is so healthy, we don't even have a family doctor. We have no need for a doctor personally. In the last 8 years, I wouldn't even know where to go because we're just in such a great state of health. And I hope that if you're not yet taking these products, that you make the decision to get started today and start using these products to experience the health benefits. Whether you feel something or not, the science is proven it is working for you. You need it, you want it, and you want the people that you love to know about this. And I felt like it was my mission to share this with the world. I don't want people to suffer. I want people to enjoy life just like I get to enjoy life. I almost felt like it was a responsibility for me to take this to the world and to let people know that, hey, this exists. And since I've made that decision, the company has also created a skincare system that actually slows down cellular aging on the outside. It has the same patented technology that's in our NRF2 activator. They put the NRF2 science in a topical form. I am addicted. I love this stuff. I was so excited when they came out with this. I want to say I was like 26, 27, and I just basically decided that I was not going to have to age anymore like the average person, and I'm so excited about that. And you don't have to do it either. You can use our products now. They've extended our True Science skincare line, and they've created a hair system that is on another level. Clean, non-toxic ingredients. The world is making a shift to natural, clean products. People are starting to realize that the toxic load that people are putting on their body every day in personal care products and some of the foods that we're consuming are not good. And our hair system is one of the best out there. And I've tried a lot of natural hair systems, and I had pretty much given up and decided that that was just going to be one of those product lines that I was just going to have to be okay with whatever the ingredients were. And I'm so grateful to have a product line that I love, that's good for your hair. We have some incredible before and after pictures. Get with the person who has invited you to look at this information. Let them show you some of the results that people have experienced. They did an 8-day study. It's something like 58% less breakage in 8 days. People's hair is just so much healthier, fuller, thicker. The pictures will speak for themselves, so make sure you check that out. We also have a weight management system now that consists of a protein shake that is delicious. Let me tell you, I've tried some protein shakes in my day. It'll curb your appetite. It'll help you to feel fuller longer. We have a fat burner that does not make you feel any kind of crazy. I've actually taken my fat burners at 8 p.m. before and had zero effect on my sleep. And it's actually targeting the visceral fat, which is the toxic belly fat around your organs. Incredible product line. And now we have the prebiotic that I mentioned earlier that helps to feed the good bacteria that you are getting from your probiotic. And we have a energy line. We have a decaf version and a caffeinated version, and I'm talking about mental energy here with the decaf. Mental energy, clarity, focus, positive mood. I absolutely love this stuff. I can't go a day without it. I'm super sensitive to caffeine, so I prefer the decaf version, but we also have a caffeinated formula that it's so clean that even though I'm sensitive to caffeine, it still has good effects on me. I find it just puts you right where you need to be without being too much. The caffeinated formula only has 100 milligrams of caffeine, the equivalent to a single cup of coffee. And it's just a clean, feel-good energy, natural, clean ingredients, no sugar crash. It doesn't give you the jitters. It doesn't give you any of the funky feeling that any other energy drink that you have tried before does. And I was concerned when we came out with this line because I thought, I am not going to be able to use these products. And I can. So I can drink the caffeinated formula, but the decaf is truly all I need because it's mental energy that a lot of people are lacking. And you know, one of the things we hear a lot when people start taking Protandim is that they are sleeping better. So they have more energy throughout the day. And then you support them with the Axio energy line, and it's just everything. It's like our product line is so everything that you need to help you feel better, look better, and perform at your best. And we also have the canine formula of Protandim. So people love their pets like they love their children. Unfortunately for me, I'm allergic to dogs and we travel too much to have one. So that's the one product that I do not use, but I can tell you if I did have a dog, I would have them on the canine version of the NRF2 activator. Lots of testimonials around that as well. Our product line is just next level. We are helping people in a big, big way. And our science of activating your body is starting to become mainstream science. Let me just tell you that. We've been part of the pioneering process in this company when no one has heard about anything like this, but biohacking is a term that you may have heard before. We've been doing it for 8 years now with our products, but it's starting to gain a lot of traction. And I actually saw recently on our local news channel, they were talking about biohacking and how that is taking control of the systems in your body and improving your health on a cellular level. There is a gym in California that only the wealthiest people can afford to go to, and there's a machine there that you go and you lay in for X amount of time throughout the week, and it biohacks the body. That's what they said, it biohacks the body. The membership of this gym, $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. I don't know who can afford that. Pro 9s and Pro 10s certainly can, that's for sure. But who would want to have to do that when you can spend $40 a bottle of Protandim, pretty much, but really you want to take the whole vitality stack and just take these pills every single day and go about your merry way and biohack your body. It's so simple, it's so easy, and it's so affordable. I look at what we spend on our products. I view taking care of my health just as important as paying my electric bill. And over here in South Louisiana, let me tell you, I do not want to be without electricity. I do not want to be without air conditioner. But most importantly, I do not want to be without my health. So we take these products, we've been loving them, and I have loved sharing this with people because people are starting to realize that we are the ones in control of our health. We have to be the ones advocating for ourselves and looking for the best solutions, because the pharmaceutical world, they're not, it has its place, but it's not always the best for you. If the list of side effects is longer than what it's helping you with, it's scary. It's scary what's happening to people out there, and it's a major trend right now for people to be healthy the natural way. It is happening, and we are at the forefront of it. I said it. We are on our way to becoming mainstream science. So the opportunity to partner with us has never been better. We are in the best place ever with this company. We have so much science that backs our product. NRF2 activation is becoming known. There are so many studies now. You can go to pubmed.gov, government regulated website that houses all medical publications. This is where doctors and scientists and medical professionals go to do their research, because this is peer reviewed, published science. You can actually go there and search Protandim and read. I think we now have 26 studies on Protandim, a natural supplement. We'll call it a supplement, even though it's not. It's an activator. Supplements don't have science. They don't have peer-reviewed, published science like we do. So you can go to PubMed. You can search there. What I did, I went to PubMed and I searched oxidative stress, and I entered every disease and health condition that my family had: diabetes, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, stroke, breast cancer, stomach cancer, all the things, anxiety, rheumatoid arthritis, depression. When I say my family history was not good, it was not good. I was not exaggerating. I went and I searched oxidative stress in every disease, and hundreds and sometimes thousands of studies came up linking oxidative stress to that condition. So to be able to reduce it an average of 40% in 30 days, that was no questions asked. That was absolutely something I was going to be taking. You couldn't pay me to not take this product. I was taking it one way or the other. You can also go to PubMed and you can search NRF2, and you can see that there is so much science and so many studies being done on this. This is a true scientific breakthrough. And it is just incredible that it ended up in a business model where average people like us, I don't know about you, but I was just an average person. I was 25 years old working in the oil and gas industry, wondering what I was going to do with my life. And this product ended up in network marketing, a place where someone like me could take part in the company and taking this to the world and growing this company to be the multi-billion-dollar company that it is going to be. We are a global company now. We are launching in new countries all the time. We are taking this around the world, and you have the opportunity. You are here now. You know about it. You have this information that can help people's lives. People are able to do things today that they were not able to do before. And I'm excited for you to hear the story you're going to hear in just a minute. I'm going to play a video for you to give you an idea of what this is doing for people and their health. This is so much bigger than you can even imagine, and the opportunity is here now. So if being free has ever been anything that you wanted, if being set up to be able to retire at an earlier age, to be able to enjoy life, to enjoy time with your kids, to enjoy time with your grandkids, yourself, to be able to do whatever your passions are, whatever your hobbies you want to give back to the world, however you want to spend your time, if that's been a dream of yours, you can absolutely achieve any type of life you want with LifeVantage. If you are happy in your current career, you can most certainly continue to do that. Make some side income to be able to do more in life, to give you options. Network marketing truly gives you options. It can be a side hustle. It can help you pay off some debt, some student loans. It could help you save for vacation. It could help you tell your boss if he doesn't want to give you off without, if you don't have vacation days, because vacation days was totally a thing, you can make enough money with this to where if you can't take paid time off, you can take unpaid time off. So you can live your life and do what is important to you. Options. This is all about options. And there's an income range for everyone, ranging from side hustle, making a few $100 extra a month. If you want to bring a spouse home, create some significant life-changing income. And life-changing income for a lot of people starts with a few $100s a month. Let me tell you, I don't know if you've ever been financially strapped before. I'm sure some of you have. It is not a good place to be. Having a few $100 extra coming in can make a world of difference, and you can show up for your family in a different way. You can show up for your family in a different way when you have your health and when you feel good. I know I rarely ever get sick, but on that one rare day where I'm feeling down and tired with 2 babies, I'm so thankful that I don't have to feel that way hardly ever. And I'm so thankful that we don't have to stress about finances because of this either. We just want to be able to enjoy life, and I want you to be able to enjoy life. And then there's the opportunity to make some serious lifestyle money with this. The income range is huge. Ask the person who invited you to show you our income claim statement. And if you're new at this business, look at that income claim statement, sit down with your enroller and show them where you want to be ultimately. And we will help you lay out a path, lay out a plan for you to be successful so you can create whatever you want out of this. The timing is now. We are so early. You are not going to miss it if you are taking action and staying consistent and doing this with us. You have the opportunity to create whatever it is you want. I said earlier that my husband and I get to be home with our 2 baby girls. We get to live life on our terms. And because of that, we're able to travel when we want to travel. We can literally do whatever we want to do. And that is a really, really incredible place to be. And I want that for you. I want you to have whatever you want out of this opportunity. You've come in at the right time. You're with the right team of people to help you do it. If you show up and you do your part, we will do our part and make sure that you have the tools to be successful. Don't have any fear. We've got you. We've got you. I had the fear. The team had my back. And we've been able to do some really incredible things in a really short amount of time. It's really cool. So whatever you want out of it, let your upline know, let your leaders know. We will help you every step of the way. So that's the information that I'm going to share about the opportunity. Now I want to turn it over and play this video of Mimi and Cindy. They have an incredible testimony when it comes to the products and the business, and they will give you some tips that you need to know on how to get started and what actions to take.
Hi, this is Mimi Madden. I'm a Pro 5 up here in Connecticut. I say up here because so many of Team True Blue is down in Florida. And we have a cold, blustery day here in the end of February. So I'm really grateful that Tori called and asked me if I would introduce a wonderful new distributor and have her tell her story. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm going to turn it over to Cindy Avesi. Cindy is somebody I've known a little for a long time, kind of like a lot of our acquaintances. Always respected her and loved the things I heard about her. She has been somebody to take some of the very sad and difficult things that life has given her and really turn them around to bless other people greatly. And you'll hear some of that in her story. So she is one of the most excited distributors I've ever met, and that's always a lot of fun. So, so first of all, Cindy, can you tell us about your story? When I saw on Facebook and you were not feeling at all well and you were finally putting it out there instead of being your happy self. So tell everybody about that.
As I look back, I am so grateful that I had the idea one day to put on Facebook about the physical pain that I was experiencing and asking for help. I am a retired teacher of reading and English on the high school level, who is now a tutor of struggling readers in New Britain, Connecticut. And I had decided it was finally time for me to put on Facebook about the pain that I was experiencing. And how wonderful it was when a friend from 30 years ago saw my plight and came to my home to introduce to me something that has literally changed my life, and that is the products of LifeVantage, especially the Pro Tandem, which within 5 weeks enabled me to become pain-free. And for me, this has been life-changing.
You were in pretty bad shape. You were in a wheelchair at one point.
At that point, I was in a wheelchair, and for my 40th anniversary with my husband, spending a romantic time, supposedly, at a seaside resort in Maine and the beautiful coast there, and unable to enjoy my time with my husband because of the immobility, the pain, being in the wheelchair. And I just knew that life could be much better for me. But until Protandim was introduced to me, I was suffering a lot from pain. And I know Mimi has said to you that I'm a person who is not a stranger to pain, because even though my life had been going so well with 2 beautiful daughters and teaching job, a wonderful husband, and just a great life, I am a mom who faced the death of my daughter Lauren, where she drowned at age 22 on the remote Caribbean island of Dominica, where she was vacationing and hiking. And so that emotional pain was something that had to be addressed. And Mimi knows that what I did is I started a support group for moms, and we call ourselves the Hearts That Heal. It's a faith-based, peer-led support group. www.heartsthatheal.net is our webpage. And I had found that support from other people, listening and caring, really was helpful. So then later, 8 years later, having the physical pain, I knew that I also needed something to address that pain as well. And being part of a team of people and being part of something positive that works has been encouraging to me. And I see so many parallels between the emotional pain that I had that was addressed and now the physical pain that's being addressed.
So Cindy is very coachable, which is wonderful. And I explained to her about getting our prospect list together, a database. So she took me very, very seriously. I showed her how to set up an Excel spreadsheet. And Cindy, how many distributors how many prospects do you now have on your list?
I'm calling them my future business partners. And when I started putting the list, I couldn't stop thinking of all the wonderful people that I know that I wanted to share this with, especially because the products have been so good in my life. So I began to list my neighbors, my relatives, my friends, people that I knew who come to the golf tournament that my husband and I sponsor in memory of our daughter, and people from the support group, people that I knew as close Facebook friends, colleagues, people, college friends. And before I know it, I looked down at my Excel spreadsheet. I had 1,700 warm contacts. Hooray!
and one morning during this process, I got a text at 5 in the morning that said, I just finished working on the first draft of my database, and I'm going to sleep because I have to get up in an hour. So she had stayed up all night. So one of the things that we've done is she has identified the people she's most excited about on her list who will hopefully be kind of movers and shakers like she is. And what's been beautiful to see, and this is kind of a word to all of us, that because Cindy has been so generous with her life and her time and just helping impact people's lives in a positive way, she has a lot of wonderful friends who are really ready to listen to her. So, let's all remember that. So Cindy, tell me a few of your goals for the near future. So maybe before Kansas City or by Kansas City.
I'm so delighted to work with Mimi, who has been this amazing sponsor, so encouraging. And I told her I wanted to set goals. So she helped me with some advice on goals, and I am totally in. I am so excited. One goal that I have is to reach the level of the Pro 3 rank and everything that I need to do to get there. I also heard all about something called the pace setter. So I want to be a pace setter and do whatever it takes to get there.
And you don't mind the extra money, right?
Which will be wonderful. And in addition to that, I'm really passionate about being a contestant in the contest for Physique Challenge, and I am going to be signing up very soon on March 1st and continuing taking the Physique products. And I have good news to share with you, and that is since starting on January 1st, the Physique Kit, I have now officially lost 22 pounds, and my doctors want to know, what are you doing? Because I have a very slow metabolism and I've struggled with weight loss in the past. So I'm excited about Physique, and whether I win the contest or not, I don't care, because I also feel I've just been a winner already by the vitality, by the energy, by the excitement of weight loss, which is causing me to spiral upward. So it's like the domino effect. Once I've had this success in my weight loss through Physique, I'm finding that other successes in my life have come along as well, as I'm becoming more confident and living a pain-free life, which is absolutely terrific.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Cindy. And her goal also is to bring at least 5 distributors with her. So her new team will be coming with her. So hopefully you can meet her in Kansas City. And thanks again, Tori and Brandon, for letting us share her story. So say goodbye.
See you in Kansas City. Can't wait.
Thank you.
What an incredible story is that. I love that Cindy gets to live her life pain-free. She gets to live her life pain-free because someone reached out to her. Mimi reached out to her and shared this information with her and has transformed her life forever. Now we're talking about quality of life in a whole beautiful way. She gets to show up for her family the way that she has always wanted to, the way that she deserves to. She deserves to have health, and I'm so excited to hear this story. And I get so emotional all the time when I hear the different stories of what people experience with our products. And 22 pounds in what, a month? That is amazing. Our weight management system works, you guys. And we have a transformation challenge that is starting this month. So get the details on that. Get with your upline, get the details. There's a chance to win $5,000 cash to completely transform your health. And listen, if you are a part of LifeVantage, if you are going around showing the message of biohacking your health and talking about health, we should all want to be in the best state of health possible. So join the challenge. Be accountable, get excited with a team of people, and take our products. The baby weight, I'll tell you, I just had 2 babies in a very short amount of time. The baby weight has fallen off fast with our fat burner, and I live in South Louisiana, and it's Mardi Gras season, and king cake is everywhere. And let me tell you, Tim's been bringing home the king cake, and I've been eating it, and I have still lost weight. So don't want to make any claims, but you might want to get on these products. You might want to do this challenge. And Cindy also mentioned the Pace Setter program. And I want to make sure you know, if you are a new distributor, you have 90 days to hit the 3rd rank of the company, which is 5,000 in volume. So it can be done. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and it's going to take some commitment and consistency on your part, and it's going to take working with the team. Everything we do is working with the team. You don't want to do this by yourself. Make the decision that you want to be a pace setter, because there's a whole lot of extra cash that can be made when you reach Pro 3 in 90 days. Get with your upline about the details. I don't want to go into all of that with you, but it can be done. You can do it. And in the process, you're going to help a lot of people along the way. You're going to transform people's lives. You're going to create stories like Cindy's, where people are going to be pain-free because you shared something with them. They're going to have a new hope and a new excitement in their life, a whole new energy. I bet if we would have interviewed Cindy months back before she was on these products, she would have been telling a completely different story. And she is just one story out of tens of thousands of stories of how people's health has been transformed because of these products. So Share this information, share it with enthusiasm, share it with pride, and share it with the confidence that you know this is the best thing for someone. And your job is not to convince anyone. Your job is to just share information with them and let them make the decision if this is something that they want to do. And the way our system works is super simple. So the mental game that we play with ourselves is the biggest challenge of all, for sure. But what we actually do is simple. You do it. ITT. Invite people to look at the information, connect them to a tool, which we use Crazy Yellow Pill or crazyyellowpill.com/science if you're just wanting to share the science. I learned this from Tori Hill, one of my mentors, my upline, my savior in this business. She believed in me when I did not, let me tell you. The other day, she said that she sends both videos if she's just having a product conversation with someone. And I thought that was awesome. So that's the tool that we use. So if you're just talking about the product, she suggested, and I did this the other day, she suggested you send them crazyyellowpill.com/science. Let them know to watch that video first, but there's so much more that you want them to see also, that if the first video interests them, for them to watch the second video as well on crazyyellowpill.com. And then she just sent that link to them. So I thought that was a great suggestion. Other tools that we use as you're moving people through the process, right? So we're going to be talking about the follow-up in a bit. The first exposure should be Crazy Yellow Pill. And then if they need more information, you just connect them to more tools. Your website has lots of incredible information on it. PubMed.gov has lots of science. The Team True Blue YouTube channel, which is where this training is going to be stored, also has a bunch of webinars on it presented by different distributors that have had lots of success in LifeVantage. So you can go and select a webinar that you think would relate to someone else that you're sharing this opportunity with. You can connect them to so many tools. So those are some ideas of some of the tools that you can use. So invite, tool, team. The team is everything. After someone has looked at the information, they've seen a tool, right? Then you want to connect them to the team for us to do all of the work for you so you can learn. The beauty of our system is that you learn as you go, but you have to go to learn. So as you're inviting people to look at the information and then you're showing them the video, if they start having questions, you want to connect them to a team member. Let them know, especially if you're new. Don't be afraid to say, I am super new with this and I'm still learning. I know enough to know that I want to be a part of this, but I don't want to mess this up for you. I want you to get the information the right way, and I kind of want to learn the right way to say it. So let me connect you with my business partner. You can do that over three-way messenger chat on Facebook. You can do a three-way phone call. You can do it over text. Whatever is comfortable for them and for you. Let them know, no pressure at all if you want to take a look at this. And I also like to say in my invite, this may or may not be for you, but for whatever reason, list the reason why you thought of them. For this reason, I feel like this is something you want to know about. And I don't want to steal any thunder from Kim and Travis Hall. They are going to be sharing with us how to do the invite. And I just love what they do in this video, because Kim talked about how she did it all wrong with her first 25 people. And I did the exact same thing that she did for 6 months. 6 months, I did it wrong. And guess what? I still made it to the elite ranks in the company in just over 2 years because I showed up and because I was consistent. So you can do it wrong and still eventually find success. But let us shorten that learning curve for you so you could do it right from the beginning. Take my advice, take Kim's advice, take Travis's advice. Let's do this right sooner, and then people will be listening to you and they will be making the decision to either buy the products or join your team. So check out this video, Kim and Travis. I absolutely love working with them. They are in the beautiful Sunshine State of Florida, and they're going to drop some major knowledge. So check it out.
Hey, it's Travis and Kim here.
Hello.
Hey, we were asked to talk about Invite. Network marketing is about Invite. It's really about sharing. It's taking the products, sharing the information. That's pretty much it. And one of the hurdles to get over for new distributors, one of the hurdles that we had to get over, was getting comfortable with an invite. And when you're comfortable with it, it just comes natural, and that's really what you want. But I do remember in the beginning it wasn't so natural, right?
Why is that?
Right,
because
Kim?
it was just like all of a sudden I was actually sharing information about something I was selling, and I felt like I had to become a salesman, and I don't know why it happened, but it did. Before, I would actually share what movie I went to, I would share what I was eating, I would share what exercises I would do, and it was just easy. Hey, I did this, you should go try it. And this is the same thing. Why do we get weird?
Yeah, because suddenly you bring business into the equation, and suddenly people have to become professional, and the simplicity of it all goes away. So here's the biggest thing. If you could take one thing away from this, it's keep it simple. Be natural. Be you don't want to be secretive.
Be authentic and be yourself.
There you go. Be authentic. So how do we want to go about this?
So there's two things. So it's about not being the messenger. You are only, no. How's it go?
Don't be the message.
Don't be the message. You're the messenger. You're delivering a tool so that somebody can get the information. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is consistency. So those are the two things that we're going to be covering today.
So maybe, how about we give you guys an example of what it means to be the message, where you're giving all the information.
Yeah. So I did this probably with the first 25 people. So I'm a master at it.
Is that all? 25?
Yeah, something like that.
I got a story behind this. If you ever catch me in the hall somewhere, I can tell you the story. Anyway,
all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I will invite you. All right. So, hey, Travis. So there's something I wanted to share with you.
Okay.
I got a hold of something. Somebody brought it to me. It's, you know how I've always been about health and wellness, correct? Okay. Well, something came across my table about oxidative stress. It's this little yellow pill. It's something that activates your body. It's something that I feel as though you and your family would absolutely love. It's NRF1, it's NRF2 activation in the body. Turns on your genes and your DNA. Kind of like know how when you slice open an apple, what happens to the whiteness?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing, and I have to tell you that there's a business behind it as well, that you can actually make a lot of money behind it, and I feel as though this is something that you guys would really benefit from, because you work so much, and I really feel as though this is something that we could all do together. Yeah,
don't know about this.
So seriously, guys, I did that. I verbally purged on everybody.
It's a nice way of saying it.
Yes.
That's when you do that, what you're doing is you're taking the place of the tool. You're taking the place of a video that should be doing that. And when you give all that information, what happens is you turn into a salesman, and you come across as you're trying to convince somebody that you have this great product. You're trying to convince them that you have this great business. And that comes off as being needy and being a salesperson. So what's the key? Keep it simple. Let the tool do the work. Let the tool provide the message to people so they can decide whether this is for them, rather than you coming across like you need to convince them that it's for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so maybe we could give an example of a simple way of doing an invite.
I think that sounds much better.
Okay.
Hey, Travis, so something came across to Travis and I in business, and I know you're an entrepreneur, and I felt as though you would really like to take a look at the information, and without me having to give all the information, I thought I would just share a video with you. You have a few minutes to watch that?
I could probably swing that. How long is it?
It's only like 8 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll give you the details as to what we can discuss a little bit later.
Okay. So that's a way of doing an invite that she did a couple things there. One, it was simple, it was short. She pointed to the video, and she also gave a reason why that she was thinking about me. In other words, about business and being an entrepreneur. You can even go more simple than that. Hey, I found something that I think you might like to see. When do you have 5 minutes to take a look at a video? Could be as simple as that. So
can we discuss a pain point really quick though?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, so I had a friend that was struggling with some major health issues, and I knew that. And so my simplest invite to them was, hey, listen, you know what? I've been doing something that's been making me feel a lot better, and my family's taking it as well. There's some information I can send over to you. Do you have a few minutes that I can share that with you now? And it's because I knew her health issues. And
she knew something personal
I knew
about
something
that person.
personal about her, and she was like, anything that you can send me and any information I can get. And then I was able to say, so listen, I'll give you a call maybe later on this evening, and then we can discuss any questions that you may have. I might be able to answer at that point in time.
Yeah, so in other words, the invite is, I thought of you because, and then you can tell them why you thought about them, and then share that tool with them, share that information. And then after that, let them decide, let them ask them the question, find out, let them do the speaking. Don't go into a big sales pitch about it. And the invite is really should be that simple. By doing that, you're not coming across as needy. You're not, which that goes into a couple other points. There is a couple tips on the invite. Number one is, it's not needy. That's number two. Hang on a second. Where's my my cheat sheet
your
here?
Cheat sheet.
Consistency. So the most important thing is to be consistent with doing an invite, which means
what?
every day.
Every day. Okay. Yeah, and so we were just discussing this as far as like, I did forget. 2 times a day is something that worked into my schedule. I knew I wanted to touch base with at least 2 people a day. And that worked for me. I don't know what's going to work for you.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, maybe 5
1
for you. But I know for my time and what I was doing when I was raising kids and all of that, it was 2 a day that I was able to stay consistent at doing.
Consistency is a key in order to share this information on a regular basis and to see that growth within the business. The second thing is you don't want to be needy. And you come across as needy when you come across as a salesperson and you're talking a lot. In other words, understanding that you're there for them, you're providing them with a service, you're providing them with information that could be hugely beneficial to them, but you have to let them decide that whether it's for them or not. And so by doing that, if you say, for example, hey, could you please take a look at this video for me? Now suddenly they're doing you a favor rather than you doing them a favor. So that's a pretty good example of what we mean by not being needy. And the last thing is your belief. Whatever that is, when your belief is so strong that you know exactly what we have, whether it's on the business side, whether it's on the health side, ideally it's on both sides. When you know that, then nobody can deter you from that. That confidence comes out of you, it oozes out of you. So if there's something that helps you to build that belief before you do the invite, then go do that thing. For example, on our Facebook groups, there's so many posts in there that build your belief on the effectiveness of NRF2 activation and the biohacking and what we're doing with it, that you could look through those posts and then start making those phone calls because it's going to kick your belief up.
Yeah.
So that's a tip. Those are the 3 things to do.
So that's kind of a key point that I wanted to bring up as well. When you have the confidence in what you're sharing, you're not going to be needy. So being confident is a key factor within your invite, and you're not going to have to divulge everything because you feel not only positive, but you also know what the end results are going to be for this person. And so you can just say, I'm excited for you to see this. I'm excited to share this with you. When do you have 8 minutes or 10 minutes that you can take some time to look at this video, and then we can chat.
Okay, so just to recap again, consistency, don't be the message, be the messenger. You're just there to
deliver a tool,
share the information, deliver the tool. Don't be needy with it. Be consistent. I already said that.
Be consistent.
And believe.
Have fun.
Confidence.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Enjoy this. So hopefully this was beneficial to you guys. And we'll catch you later.
Ciao for now.
Awesome information. So good. And if you didn't notice, Travis kept saying consistency, being consistent in your business. I'm going to repeat it again because that is absolutely everything. Being consistent is going to be what brings success to your business. When you're trying to create momentum in your business, you can't start and stop. And if you want to get really good at this, the more you do, the better you are going to get. And also, you want to keep track of all of your exposures. You want to keep track of all of your conversations. You want to keep track of everyone who showed interest in the product or the business, all of that. And now I'm going to turn it over to Tori. She's got some great advice on keeping track of your business. We've actually have a tracker that Brandon has created. Get with your upline, get that resource. It's on teamtrueblue.org. It'll help you keep track of your business. You have to treat this like a business because it is. It is a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it will cost you like a hobby. But if you treat it like a business, I promise you, if you stick with it and you stay consistent, it is going to change your life in some incredible ways. It's proven. It's been done. So many people have done it. So I'm excited for you to hear from Tori Hill, another one of my biggest mentors. When I tell you the Team True Blue upline is amazing, like these people are everything. Tori believed in me after I was in a place where I was not sure how I was going to do this business. I had just attended an event. It was like my third event I had attended by myself, and I left that event knowing good and well that I was not going to pick up the phone and I was not going to share this to anyone. And I was just so upset because I also knew that I wasn't going to quit. Quitting was not an option for me. And let me tell you a little side story before I play Tori's video. I took this information to my finance professor in college because I was so excited about this, but I was 25 and my parents were not so excited about this. And they had pretty much told me that I had fallen for a scam. It was a scheme and I needed something more stable and blah, 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 all the bad things. And I was really in a bad place. And I was all like, I felt like I knew what I was talking about. I went to school for business. I went to school for finance. It was literally everything that I saw was textbook, what I had learned in school of what you look for when it comes to business. A technology that no one else knows about, a product with science that proves that it works, patents that protect you, ground floor, a compensation plan that was incredible. It had all the things, the trends, the everything. And my parents, both of them, my dad being a business owner himself, they were like, no, Sarah, not good. You need to stop doing it. Just so completely unsupportive. So I called my finance professor from college and I was so excited to share this with him. I just said, I just started a business and I could really use your guidance on if this is something that I should pursue or not. And I brought Tori's husband with me, Tim Hill. I want to say he was a Pro 4 or a Pro 5 at the time, and we shared this information with my professor, and y'all, he validated everything that I already knew. He told me that this opportunity was everything that I had expected it to be, and that if I stuck with it, that was the key. That was the key. He said, if you stick with it, so many people join network marketing and they never do anything with it because they don't stick with it. But if you stick with it, this can make you a millionaire. And I walked out of that office that day. I literally grew wings and took flight out the building. Tim Hill and I both flew out of there on cloud 9. So excited because everything that we already knew had just been confirmed. And I made the decision that day that I was not quitting. I was not going to give up on this. This was my opportunity. This was my chance to make a difference in the world and to help people with their health, to help them with their finances, all the things that I wanted to be able to do. This was it. So I couldn't quit. And Tori came up to me on this one sad day where I was not quitting, but I wasn't doing it. And I was just in this whirlwind of funk of like, how? That's how I was feeling. I left this event, an event that typically left me really excited, feeling like, how am I going to do this? I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I'm not about to call anyone. I had been shot down so much from negativity from people because I was doing what Kim demonstrated in the video. That was my invite. That was exactly what I was saying, word for word, pretty much. That was what I was doing. And my friends were coming back like hers were. And they were also saying, Sarah, you fell for a scam. Network marketing never works and blah, blah, blah. And I just didn't know how I was going to pick up the phone again. And Tori Hill sat next to me. She didn't know who I was, even though I was on her team. And she sat next to me, and I don't know what she said to me that day, but she believed in me. And whatever she said changed something for me. And the next month, I hit Pro 2. And the month after that, or 2 months after that, I hit Pro 3. The next 2 months, Pro 4. The next month, Pro 5. 4 months later, Pro 6. A year and something later, Pro 7. And a year after that, Pro 8. Things happened really quickly once I made the decision to follow the system and work with the team. But you know why Tori came up to me and shared whatever she shared with me? Because I showed up. Even in my darkest days of uncertainty, of not sure how I was going to do this, I showed up. And so the leaders knew that whether I was doing something or not, I wanted it. They saw my face and they were able to save me and believe in me. And Tori, I just have to say again, and I do this all the time, and I feel really emotional thinking about it. Thank you so much for coming up to me that day and changing my life and being my LifeVantage mama. We are a family in this business. LifeVantage is a family. It's the best family I've ever had. And thank you. Because of Tori and because of the team, all of my upline really, but that day is a significant day for me. My life has been changed forever. I've already told you my story. So I'm going to turn it over to Tori so she can talk to you about how to follow up and how to close in this business, because the fortune is truly in the follow-up.
Aw, thanks, Sarah, for that warm introduction. Tim and I love doing life and business with you and your family. So my name is Tori Hill, born and raised in Houma, Louisiana. My husband Tim and I have been with LifeVantage for over 8 years. And when I tell you it's been the best 8 years, I am more excited right now in March than I was when we first enrolled. And all Tim and I have done is follow the system. You heard from some amazing people so far today. You heard all about ITT. That's all Tim and I have done since day one. We invite on a daily basis. We use a tool, Crazy Yellow Pill, and then we put them with the team. So my talk today with you is you're doing all of that. You're inviting daily. Well, what do you do now? Because not everybody's going to say yes right away. You're going to have to follow up with them. I've been following up with people, I'm telling you, for 8 years right now. I've got a girl that's interested, fixing to sign up, and I've been following up with her for over 7 years. So it's that important that you have a system in place, a daily method of operation for your invites, but also for your follow-ups. And I've tried everything. I used to be a school teacher, so I'm very organized. So this is your business. You're going to have to figure out how to get organized. And when I tell you I've tried everything, I had loose leaf paper everywhere. I had names put in 4 or 5 different notebooks. And I finally said, you know what, this is not working. So I came up with my very own follow-up system. And I use a binder. I went and I spent $10. I bought a binder, I bought loose leaf paper. I bought 13 dividers. And here's why. I labeled them January through December, and then I have one that's my hot folder. And as I call people, as I introduce this, and I use ITT, I write everything down on a loose leaf sheet of paper. I write their name, the date I contacted them, if they watched Crazy Yellow Pill, who they spoke to, and I make it so personal. I'll give you an example. One of my girlfriends, I called her years ago, and she said, Tori, this all sounds wonderful. Sounds like something I'd love to do. I love helping people. I'm taking care of my sick grandmother right now. Can you please call me back in a couple of months? So what did I do? I wrote her name, the date, video. I wrote who she spoke to, what was said, and I wrote that down. I'm taking care of my sick grandmother. So guess what? What I did is it was in a certain month. I pushed her back 1 month. Maybe it was in March that I contacted her. I pushed her back into April. And what I did is when April came around, I pulled out those sheets with my contact, and there it was, everything that was said. Because guys, don't trust your fortune to your memory. I promise you're going to forget your conversations. You're going to forget what was said. So write it down. When I called her back, I said, last time we spoke, you were taking care of your sick grandmother. How is she? I kept it personal. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's a fact. So your follow-up system, figure it out. And I'm going to explain it to you because I know a lot of you have heard it already, but I'm speaking to the brand new distributors right now. This is my binder. These are my dividers. And like I said, it says January through December. We're March 1st right now. What if I called somebody right now and they told me, no, I can't do this right now. A lot of things are going on. In fact, I called 2 people today and they said, Tori, can you call me back after Mardi Gras? I'm in Louisiana. Mardi Gras is huge right now. It's not stopping me from my business, but I'm telling you, they're asking me to call them back after Mardi Gras. So what did I do? I wrote on my sheet what she said, and I marked it in my calendar to follow up with her after Mardi Gras. She's in my follow-up folder. So this goes with me everywhere. Now, my hot sheet, that girl just went in my hot sheet, okay? Because I'm calling her back next week. I also have about 4 or 5 of them in that hot folder because they've already watched Crazy Yellow Pill. They've already been connected with the team. I did my 3-way call, and now I just have to follow up with them. And they all telling me, call them next week. So they're in my hot folder because they're hot. And I'm calling them next week. Make sure whatever you say you're going to do, you keep your word. Call them back. Some of them might forget, but I know a lot of people, they're like, wow, Tori, I told you to call me back on this certain date and you did. Have integrity. Y'all, please, your follow-up is that important. Come up with the system. If this doesn't work for you, have a follow-up system. People are looking. You just got to figure out what's the right time for them. You got to know something's going on in their life if they're telling you no. No doesn't mean no. It means no, not right now. Trust me, Sonny Belanger and Chad Belanger followed up with us for 5 months. It wasn't the right time for Tim and I. But as they kept following up, we kept learning more. We kept hearing their excitement. Let people feel and hear your excitement. But if they would not have followed up with us for 5 months, Tim and I would not be sitting here as Elite Pro 7s, working on Elite Pro 8s, helping thousands of people and totally have our lives changed. So make sure you're following up with people. Now, after you follow up with them, guess what? You got to close the deal. How many of you have ever bought a car? You go to the car lot, salesperson comes up to you. Guess what? They don't want you driving off that lot without a brand new car. They're going to do whatever they can to close that deal. So I have to share a quick story with you. My daughter and I were looking for a car. This was over a year ago. We both drove up to the lot, and I learned something very valuable from our dealer. He walked up, he said, "How can I help you ladies today?" And both of us said, "We're just looking." That's what we do, right? He said, "I tell you what, y'all look. I'm going to go sit on that bench over there. When you're ready, wave your hand and I'll come help you." And we said, okay. Kept looking. We figured out what we wanted. We wanted to do some negotiating. Waved to him. He came over. Now get his clothes. He looked straight at Jenna and I, and he said, "All right, ladies, what key am I going to grab out of that box inside that's going to be for your brand new car that you're going to drive off this lot in?" I went, wow, blew my mind. Because what did he do? He already put it in our mindset. We're going away with a car. Sure enough, we both bought a car that day. So you got to close the deal. Here's just some examples that I use. And I'm really, really good at reading people's body language because I listen. That's another thing I want you to focus on is listening more. Less talking, better, just listen. So as I listen to people, I read their body language and I can tell what's going on in their mind. Let me give you an example of this. I love stories, as you could tell. I was called to do a one-on-one. This was a couple of years ago. And I walked in and the distributor was sitting right there, Lenny, and his guest, Mr. Howard, walked in. Now, Mr. Howard, I read his body language. He wasn't happy. Had his arms folded. He said, "I'm here for him. I'm not interested at all." I went, "Oh, I thank you so much for coming, Mr. Howard. I tell you what, I appreciate your time. As you sit here and let me share this with you, it's helping Lenny because he's brand new and he's going to take some notes and learn. Is that okay?" He said, "Sure." Sat down, still mad. Arms folded. And I sat there and I shared my story, and then I shared the information, showed him the video, and I watched his body language. He unfolded his arms. He sat a little taller. As I shared residual income and the income claim statement, he put his hands on the table, watched me very closely, and listened. I watched him put his arms down. And I looked at him and I said, "Mr. Howard, do you have any questions that I can answer?" He asked me a couple of questions. I answered. And I looked straight at him and I said, "Mr. Howard, next step, let's get you started." He went, "Okay, do you take Visa?" Heck yeah, we take Visa. Y'all, he enrolled as a Platinum Pack distributor. So read people's body language. Even if you're on a Zoom, if you're on a call, you can listen, you can hear their energy. Let them hear your energy. If you're sitting face to face with them or in a meeting, pay attention to their pain, their needs. Get those answers for them and close the deal. Next step, let's get you started, can go two ways. They can look at you and they can say, "Oh, wait. I'm just interested in products." Great. What products can we get you started on today? That simple. And you never know. They're going to look at you and they're going to say, "Okay, I'm ready." Now, what if they say, "This all sounds great, but no, I'm not ready. I got to go home. I got to go talk to my spouse, or I got to figure out my finances." Guess what comes into place? Follow up. Make sure you follow up with them. Write down everything and you tell them this. This is the magic words. "I understand and I respect that. Can I keep you in the loop?" Y'all, I'm telling you, it's magic. I use it for every single person that I personally contact, even if I do a validation call or a home meeting. Can I keep you in the loop? Nobody in 8 years has ever told me no. And I promise you they won't tell you no either. Make sure you do your follow-up with them. Get them new information. If we get a new product like our prebiotic, send the information to them. Hair care, send them the information. So always keep them in the loop because they're listening and they're watching you. Another close I love. I love this one and I use it a lot. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning you're just interested in products, or 10 you're interested in business. Give me a fair number. By saying, give me a fair number, they're going to tell you where they are. If it's a 1 or a 2, you know they're interested in products. And I throw that in there because I used to say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning you're not interested at all, or 10, you're interested. Y'all, it wasn't working because it gave them just this easy out. And they were all like, oh, I'm a 0. I'm not interested. But if I say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you're just interested in products and a better health, or 10, you're interested in products and the business, give me a fair number, y'all, it's magic. Now, here's the trick. If they start saying, I'm a 1 or a 2, you make sure they get the information they need for the products. Or you can even close it right there. Great, let's get you started on products right now. What products are you interested in? If they give you, and this is the judge that I use, if they give you anywhere from a 7, 8, or a 9, I'm telling you, they are thinking about residual income. They're thinking about changing their lives. Close it. What can I do to get you to a 10? It might be so simple as answering a question, helping them figure out their finances, helping them talk to their spouse for that support. There you are. You're there to help them figure it out. People give me a 5 or a 6. I ask them, yo, this is a business. I want to know how I can help that person. I will simply say, okay, I understand you're a 5. Is that leaning more towards, and I always think business first, is that leaning towards business side of it and changing your life and changing others, or more towards the products? Let me know so I can get you what you need. Y'all, take control. This is your business. You're the CEO, the treasurer, everything. And it's all up in here. It's all in how you believe in your products that you got your hands on. This amazing company, our CEO, Darren Jensen. Oh my gosh, y'all, we can't go wrong with him. And belief in yourself. Work on that. Get to the point where you're bulletproof. People ask me all the time, so Tori, you look so happy. What are you doing? Guys, you know what I'm doing? What you're doing? We are selling freedom. And I tell people that all the time. They're like, what do you do? I sell freedom. And guess what? Light bulbs go out. What do you mean? Guys, talk to every single person you know. Use ITT. You heard it from some of the best people today. You heard from Sarah. You heard from Travis and Kim. How to invite. Mimi, her story with her beautiful new distributor. Use her excitement. Use Cindy's excitement. Use mine. And go out there and share this with the world. Follow up, close the deal, and use your team. Use us. We're here to help you and guide you to success and all the way to the top. Let's do it together. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous day. When this workshop is over, guess what? Grab your database, start calling, start sending texts, start connecting with people. Make it happen. Bye. Love you guys.
Thank you, Tori. Incredible information. You guys, you have everything you need to know to be successful in LifeVantage. They laid it out for you. Listen to this training again if you have to. Listen to this again if you ever need to build your belief. Remind yourself of what you're doing. We do this training on the first Saturday of every month to help you build your business. So I'm excited. I'm excited for all of you to go out and make a difference in whichever way you want to, whatever your goals are, whatever you want to do with this. I'm cheering you all on. And I want to leave you with some advice. We're at the beginning of a very, very exciting month. And I want you to treat the beginning of March like you treated the end of February or the end of January or the end of any month. That was some advice that I got from another great mentor of mine, Fred Graves, last night whenever I called him literally at 10 p.m. super excited because I had just enrolled like 6 people in the last 2 days, customers and distributors. It was a really great close of the month. I had distributors that were just blowing it out the water, personal enrollments of mine, enrolling a ton of people, having so much fun. Also matched with the fact that I was falling really short of my goal for the end of the month that I desperately needed to qualify for some points for Ireland, which is our incentive trip that everyone's running for right now. So I was a mix of emotions. I was literally like trying to stay in the excited place and then also like freaking out because I was afraid that my goal wasn't going to happen, and I knew we still had time. Fortunately, a majority of my team is on the West Coast. Shout out to my Canada team. They are amazing. I was just in a place, which totally happens sometime. I'm so thankful that we have the team that we have, because I called Casey, actually called Casey. I called Casey, we talked to her first, then I end up on the phone with Fred, and we made a plan. We pulled together a strategy. We rallied the team. We were on the phone until literally 1 a.m. my time this morning, making things happen so I could qualify those points for Ireland, because I needed them. I needed last month to lock in the incentive trip to make that happen. I still got a lot of work to do, but I'm sharing this with you to tell you that the team will rally for you. They'll rally with you. Your upline is here to support you, literally even at midnight, whenever it's going down. But if I would have worked that hard at the beginning of the month, if I would have put in that kind of intention in the beginning of the month, we wouldn't have been stressing out at the end of the month. I don't want you to have to experience what I experienced last night. Although if you're running for the top ranks of this company, you're going to experience it most likely. You're going to experience it with your team. You're going to be rallying together to make things happen. But when I say we're a team and we're a family and we got your back, we totally do. Fred totally had my back last night, and it was such a whirlwind of emotions, but we did it. I'm so proud of my team. I'm so pumped for what we're doing, and I'm so excited. I hope there are a bunch of you in Ireland with us. But treat the beginning of this month. We're at the beginning of March Madness, as a matter of fact. The company has put out an incredible initiative for us to create some major activity in your business this month. Go check out the details if you have not seen the video on the official LifeVantage distributor page. But the starter kit, the $50 starter kit in the business packs, is free for the month of March. I have never seen LifeVantage do that before. So you only have to purchase, your new distributors only have to purchase the product package, $300, $600, or $1,200. Those are the options. The business pack, the starter kit of $50 is free. Use this to get anyone who's been on the hook for a while in your business at the beginning of the month, so you can get started working with them throughout the month to share that same opportunity with their people. And there's extra cash bonuses for enrolling distributors this month on the different product packages. And the top enroller, there's like a $5,000 cash prize. The second place top enrollers, $4,000. There's some cool rules to it. You got to go check it out. Lots of extra money to be made for all of you. Super exciting times in the company. And they put out the influencer program. So if you want to make it to the top ranks in the company, you got to become an influencer. You got to be sharing this information with people. So if you're not yet Pro 3, you have until June to hit Pro 3 to become an influencer. If you're already Pro 3, you have to help create some Pro 3s in your business. The details are all on the LifeVantage website, but the requirements are to enroll 2 distributors a month and 3 customers a month, Totally doable if you are taking consistent action, like Travis said, if you're inviting correctly, like Kim has taught you, if you are following up and closing the way Tori has taught you, and you are sharing experience experiences. And if you're launching your business and getting started like Mimi and Cindy, you can have success. You can do this. I believe in you. I am cheering you on every step of the way. I am so excited about the momentum that is being created in LifeVantage right now. And listen, I was a part of the first run of momentum with this company. When I joined 8 years ago, we had just finished our first year in network marketing, $11.5 million. Over the next 3 years, we grew from 11.5 million to $215 million. There was a lot of growth. There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot of testimonies happening left and right. So much energy. It was so much fun. My paycheck literally grew from $500 a month to $3,000 a month in about 6 months' time because of this wave of momentum. Everyone's results are different. Everyone moves through the ranks at a different amount of time. That is personally what happened to me. We are in that next wave of momentum. And now we have even more products to back us. We have a more streamlined message than ever before. We have a system that has been developed and improved even better. And we've got a team of experienced leaders who now understand network marketing on a much deeper level than we did before. When I tell you, you are in the right place at the right time with the right group of people, I am not lying. You have everything you need to be successful. LifeVantage is going to go from 215 million, and we are going to go on to 1 billion over these next few years, and you are here. You know about this right now. You have the opportunity to be a part of that in this next run. I've got chills thinking about it because it's going to be way bigger and way better than the last one. And that was some of the most fun and exhilarating times of my life. So much hope, so many lives changed across the world as a result, and it is happening. It is here, it is now, it is yours. And I hope that today has given you the information and the confidence and the belief that you need to go out and change the world in your own way. I love you all. I'm so excited to be a part of this with you. Reach out to the team whenever you need. We are here to help you. Again, I'm so grateful for my upline, Tori Hill, Fred Graves, Casey Graves, especially yesterday. You guys saved my day, my team. You crushed it. I'm so excited to be doing this with all of you. And if you are brand new Lockworms with us, you can do this. You can. You have everything you need. Feel the fear. Do it anyway. Go out and make a difference. Have a great month, everyone. March Madness. Do everything you can. Let's run. Let's go. Bye-bye.